Let's see if we're streaming. Hi, everybody. There's probably nobody in the Pack Tech room watching, but
But they're
this
gonna in the
but
future.
but they will be when we post this later, because we'll make them. We are the co-technical directors of the Pack Theater, the best comedy theater in Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dave Chacho. This is Ted Harris. Finger Guns Ted is what we call him. So welcome, and I think we're going to try to. Should we go host this over on Twitter?
Yeah. Show them how to do it too, because it's so simple, and this will be quick. If you have a channel that isn't on the Pack Theater that you stream to the Pack Theater, or you want to do that, where you have your own separate Twitch channel and you just want to be hosted by the Pack Theater, this is a way that you can do that. Sometimes the auto host is already hosting somebody else, and it won't kick in, so he might already be streaming when you go live. So you got to make sure that you're hosted for your time slot.
You have to be logged in as the Pack Theater, or can you be?
You can be if you're an affiliate. If we have given you admin privileges, mod privileges, then you can do this. You don't need to sign in as the Pack Theater to host a channel.
I'm logged in as my science show, Science AF. Plug. But I'm a friend of the Pack Theater, and I think I have VIP privilege. So let's see if this works. Host the Pack Tech.
You can do it that way. Sure, yeah. You can also do it this way. If you click on your icon for your science show, click Stream Manager, or create a dashboard. Then up in the bar there, see where the HTTP
up here,
where your username is, change it to Pack Theater. So just that
gotcha.
Where in between the slashes, and then if you want to do this at home, you can just bookmark this.
So you go to Stream Manager, and then what?
And then under go down, see the purple things? One of them should be click on the little plus sign. There we go, and then go down to host. I think host channel should be an option. There it is, host channel. Click add host channel.
Add.
Boom. Go back.
X.
Click on host a channel. Look at this. Look up Pack
Tech. Pack Tech.
Oh, is it the Pack Tech? I sent everybody just to Pack Tech. Okay, so that's how you do it. It's very simple to host a channel. Because then once you stop streaming, it will unhost. Or if we start to stream live from directly to the Pack Theater, it will automatically unhost. Yeah.
By the way, this pops up speed test. If you just Google speed test, you get this Google one that works pretty well. I usually run this before I do a show. You want to have, at least around 20 megs of download and 3 or 4 upload on this thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, upload
it's probably suffering a little
because
bit.
I'm streaming. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're probably okay.
I had 4 or 5 before we started, and now I'm down to 2, but that's okay. That looks solid. I have an Ethernet to USB-C because my laptop doesn't have an Ethernet connection, but you can get for $10 an Ethernet to USB and plug it right into your laptop. So I have a wired connection rather than a Wi-Fi connection.
That I can plug right in. It's really good to be hardwired.
A bouncer, like a tough guy?
Like a tough guy, but for the internet. But for
what's
wireless.
A bouncer?
It's one that I want to get is it goes from Ethernet cord into the wall into a plug-in, and then the other near my router will be a plug-in, and then Ethernet cord right into the modem router.
Oh, okay.
That's one way of doing it, or or a wireless bouncer if you're upstairs. You can.
Yeah, the bit rate was the word I was looking for, but it's too early for me to find it in my head. Video bit rate I have set to 1500. That's not a hard and fast number, but it should be somewhere in that neighborhood, because it used to be 3000 or something, and I would get jumpy. But today we're just going to set up a Zoom show. Like if you're doing a comedy improv or just a chat show on Zoom, This is all you need to do. Set up your Zoom, and then you probably want to put it in. Most people by now know that Zoom has the gallery mode, speaker mode, which, because I'm sharing my screen, looks crazy right now. Um, super psychedelic. The simplest case, you just get all your people in the Zoom room, you put it in gallery mode, and then Ted, what do we do next?
Right? If you've set up kind of everything beforehand, there should be a record button on the bottom and record. I think, right? Is it record or is it go live? Or more? You want to do more? Click on more.
Oh,
I don't think
record
it's
to the
there.
crowd.
Yeah,
Okay.
not that.
More.
You don't want to record. Yeah, there you go.
Live on custom streaming service.
That's it. And when you click that, are you in pack? Basically, like what should you kind of set it all up before via the you can do it right now. So like you could sign in as Pack Theater and set up the RTMP. If you have the sign in login for Pack Theater, which you can get from us for the Zoom account,
By emailing tech@packtheater.com.
that's right, pack@packtheater.com, or just message one of us too. But from there,
We should mention that you have to be scheduled by the booking committee to have a show on our account. This isn't, not anyone can just email us and get the key. But if you have a show, email us.
Person, but I think it should all be set up for when you schedule a meeting, which is in the advanced section, which is on this website here. And you
So this live streaming page URL should be the Twitch URL.
Yeah, right. Okay, so what you have here is
So I need to go find that.
You'll get our stream key from us. You'll get the URL, which is would be Twitch, and then the live streaming page URL I think is also a Twitch URL. Play Cousins, Dingleberries, Monday Night Teams, all use it for sure. Yeah, so they're very bare bones, simple, just improv shows. They don't have to be improv shows, but they're very simple. You can just stream right to Zoom, and it'll give you a Zoom look if you don't have a complicated show.
So you'll get a URL, you'll get a key
from us.
I don't.
So all you do is kind of go to meetings, create new meeting. This will pop up. You can edit your topic. You can change the date. And then the complicated important part is this part right down here is live streaming. You want to edit that ahead of time if you can, and with the RTMP, the URL, and the stream key that we will provide, so that you don't have to do it right before the show. Also, we can kind of do it for you too. It's very easy. It only takes 10 minutes, and we can do it for you for like 7 months ahead of time. So it's very simple. And then boom, you can just, it's all scheduled out. All you have to do is then just go to meetings and click start this meeting for the meeting that is on the day that has your title. And it's that easy. It's so easy to make a show via Zoom. That's the point. Yeah, if you have the pack login, which we'll give you, we can set up your Zoom for your meeting, and then all you have to do is on the day click start my meeting, and then you can just hit go live, and then boom, you're live, and anything that you see on our Zoom window is done, and it's that easy. It's that easy to do a simple show.
That's basically how you do a simple show on Pack Theater Network. Cool. And AC Improv in the chat brings up a great point, which is when you turn off your camera, that character or actor window hides, and that's an option.
Mm-hmm.
You want to turn off. hide. You want to turn on the option hide non-video participants in the Zoom settings under video, and this is one of the most important settings that I found, because if you're doing an improv show or a show where some people that are talking should be seen and people who are not talking should be hidden, then you just turn that option on, and then your actors can just hide themselves. Let me see if I can do it.
Yeah.
If I turn off my camera,
boom,
and
it's
then
just
now it's the TED show. That's a great option. Very easy to set up.
Yeah. You can also not do that.
Go ahead.
If you want everybody shown on screen, you can right click. If you just right click on any window, you get a list of options. Whether it's if you're the host, you get more. But if you're you can either show yourself or you can hide yourself. You can pin people. I think if everybody, you can move the videos around too. If you have a newer version, if you
I can pin and
show
unpin
everybody,
myself.
if you show everybody, so can you show
Yeah.
all participants, and then you can move around the screens too. If you, is there a show all, show self, and then just click and drag them. Boom.
Oh,
Look at that.
rad. That's new.
So easy.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, they updated Zoom a few times, so you can do that. You can also pin in order. So if you have a certain order that you want, and because when you turn off a video, right? Here.
Yeah, the order's always changing.
The order always moves. Yeah, move me up for a second. Yeah, right there. And then if I stop, oh well, yeah. And then if I start again,
then you come back.
Oh, I'm back right where I am. Probably because you moved around the windows. But
How do you pin order? Where's that?
Pin. If you just pin, you can pin multiple ones. So,
Woo.
and then if you go up to the top, yep, pin, add pin, add pin. And now when I stop my video, I think I stay on there. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
In order too. So
you keep your spot.
Yeah,
that's really important for when we get into OBS next week. That'll be very important because OBS needs you to pick a portion of the screen, and it's always moving people around, and it's really annoying. But here's another little thing that helps, and it's not, you don't need to have this program, but if you, I think it's like $19 to buy forever or something like that. Loopback is really great because what you can use it for is to sort of collect audio sources together, like into like separate sources into like one pipe, and pipe them in. And that's what I do to Zoom. So my Zoom has my iTunes and my Chrome and my microphone all piped in. And what that means is if I open iTunes Music and start playing something from royalty free. Anyway, that Loopback is one of the best software I've ever bought because it really it's not mandatory, but it really helps if you want to add a little audio content, a little music, sound effects to your show. Also do this by, if you don't have Loopback, you can do it by sharing screen.
We missed a little thing. So in order to share your audio on Zoom, you want to, if you're sharing your screen, make sure you click this little node right down here that says share sound, and then when you share your sound, let's say we pick up this, there we go, we have a how to spell schedule, and that will pick up any like sounds that we have going on. So if I go to YouTube and I play music, then it'll come out. So this is what I listen to. I love the world progression of Mario. See, we can hear this ad, which we really want to hear really bad.
Slow
so this cool
7-2.
So we can hear that, right? So that's something that we can hear because we're sharing our audio. Oh, I had to stop my share. So then this audio is coming out that way. But if we just want to share audio and we don't want to share our screen, then we click the little tab up here that says Advanced. We click on Advanced, and then we have a couple different options here. One of them being music and sound only. So now we don't have to move our face, right? Our face is
allowing Andrew to save
moving
another
away from
9
this, but we can
seconds.
still hear that sick
Between
video.
the glitches and the World 7 time
Alright, and
saves,
that's basically what's up. I'm not sharing my screen, but I am sharing my audio. You can use that as an option. You can also a couple other features here. We can share files, right? We can share a PowerPoint. I wouldn't recommend PowerPoint as a virtual background. I would recommend, although it's an option for some shows, I would recommend a Google Slides. And then point of screen. So if we didn't want to share all of our screen, but we wanted to share some of it, right? We could share.
it was enough to get him an incredible 858.
Can I move it? Here we go.
This
So now I'm
run
only
would end up
sharing a
standing
little
for a
bit.
few months.
It's a little
It was
thing.
daunting to try.
Is there a setting so people can sing together and it doesn't just choose one voice?
That's so hard. I've tried to look into this. Also, when it comes to optimizing your audio, you want to go to advanced sharing options. No, you want to go to audio. This little drop-down box right here. Click on audio. Click on audio settings. Okay. And here on audio settings, in order to reduce sound reduction, you want to make sure that you have suppressed background noise on low. So faint background noises. If it's auto, it could be anything. If it's higher, you might start cutting off other people. Also, you want to check off automatically adjust microphone volume, because that's gonna oh, actually mine's very low, which is probably very poor for recently. But you want to check off automatically adjust microphone volume. Make sure that that's and you want to make sure that your volume's all the way up for everybody else. If you adjust your microphone volume, that'll switch around and be harder for you to be heard. You also want to, for music and professional audio, there's a new setting, show in meeting option to turn on original sound. You want to turn on your original sound, I believe. Yeah, you want to have that option. When original sound is enabled, you want optional. So depending on your settings, you want these checked off. You want original sound, you want this low, you want this checked off, you want your volume up, you want music professional on, you turn original sound on, you want to disable echolocate cancellation, and you want to make sure that unless you have your speakers, if you don't have headphones, then maybe you want cancellation, so you don't want to disable that. But this all depends on you. High fidelity music mode, if you have a good internet connection, I'd say click that on, and then use stereo audio. That all depends on your stereo system. It increases computer bandwidth, so depending on how good of a computer you have. Those are important. You can also go to advanced. So aggressive auto, you want that on auto cancellation. So that's all. Like for this, Zoom is meant to cut people off as you talk. You cut other people off, and you're supposed to get a word in edgewise. That can be a problem for improv, because we kind of are naturally trying to make comedic moments where we're talking over each other. But then if that happens, oftentimes you miss things that people hear. So you want to make sure that everybody has the same settings and everybody has the low settings on. You can set up like a MIDI board. You can set up stuff right into your computer, and then you can share your audio that way, but it's all delayed. So unless you do like weird chanting, then it will sound off. Like if you do like just normal chanting, but you can like, also time it right where you're like on the offbeat, like
right
now. You gotta get like a software to delay everything, people on the same page, and minimize the if you're doing music and you want to minimize that delay of audio, what is it called, the lag time, you want to go to Ninjam and you want to try to figure this out. I'm trying to figure this out right now. It's kind of hard, but if everybody who's on your stream wants to download Ninjam and set this up, you can go onto private servers and use this as an audio. You have to download it, right? And what you can do is set your timing that we're talking about or we're joking about. This is actually a program of software to do that, is Ninjam. So if you want to find out more about that, maybe I'll do a video in the future if I finally learn it. But ninjam.com, if you want to test it out yourself. It's a way for everybody to sync up onto one output, and then you kind of get it back at the same time, and you can all jam. You can all jam in real time. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna wrap up. This was just to show like the very basics for creating a show. We're gonna do this again next Sunday, I hope, if Ted's available, and get into more OBS and more like complex setups.
Mm-hmm.
But the bottom line is, if this was more confusing than helpful, email tech@packtheater.com if you have a show already, or if you are thinking about putting together a show and you want to know how to do it. We will email you back within the day or two and help you put it together. And we'll get on a Zoom call with you if you want, and look at your setup and help you put it together. That's what we're here for. And
Heck yeah.
theater dashboard.
Teach him how to rename it too after your show's done, like I always do after my shows.
Stream manager, edit stream.
I think we agreed to. What is it? Pack Theater show?
Who's two dumb idiots do Minecraft really poorly?
I don't know who that is. That's definitely not a prank by Allison. Or Jupiter.
Should set the name back when you're done.